please. Not like my usual type.
No.
But yeah, she's pretty.
When I do start talking about me, he just wants to talk about him. Sometimes I just want to say to Jordan, shh.
Why does it seem like no matter the country, all the producers have to cast someone who's going to talk about, oh, they're not my type? They're not your type. Then go home and find your type because your type hasn't found you. This is why you've ended up on Married at First Sight. Oh, this is my biggest pet peeve with Married at First Sight and the participants, them always saying, not my type, not my type. But anyway, I digress. Hey there, thanks for stopping by. It's your girl Valerie. Welcome to my channel. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe. We're still trying to get to 1,000. Turn on the notification bell for when I upload new videos. Click the like button and definitely leave a comment. In this episode, I'll be reviewing Married at First Sight UK, Season 8, Episode 12. Just when you thought the experts couldn't do any worse, they go and bring you Erica and Jordan. When you thought Laura was bad, and they sound even worse. So Erica apparently, she lives with her grandparents, like Ella, uh, because apparently her mom and dad divorced. They got remarried, and then once the mom got remarried, she didn't get on with the stepdad, so moved in with her grandparents. Okay, to each their own. But then she says she's a dancer. She sees herself as though she's in Beyonce's music video. It comes across as she's there for publicity, more or less. It comes across as though she's there for publicity and she's not there to be on the show to look for a husband because of the moment she said that, in my opinion. She then goes on to say she's very picky. And it's like, if you're that beautiful and if you're, that someone who's a dancer, someone who's always outgoing, why can't you find someone? Is it because people are put off by you and your sort of habits of saying, I'm very picky, I want the guy who's this, that, and the other? That's how it comes across to me. And then Jordan, apparently his parents separated as well when he was a child, so he's lived with his mom and sister, but his granddad has played a major role in his life. He as well comes across as very shallow. He talks about you want someone with with good body, good looking face, and it's like, we all start out that way, but as you have children, if you look around, yes, people have children and grow older, they don't look the same way they did when they were younger. So this is very superficial of you to sort of focus on somebody's looks. You should be asking for more than that, and maybe this is why you're single. If you're a fitness trainer and you spend most of your time in the gym, why can't you find any of the beautiful girls that are working out there? Is it because they don't like you because you're very shallow? They both come across as very shallow, and I can see them either going to explode and it's going to be great TV, but I don't know whether they'll actually make it work. Look at what's happened to Brad and Shona. They had us fooled. So I don't know. We'll see how it plays out. I don't get how the experts say they see them as a great couple. I don't. I don't see them as that. I'm going to need to have a conversation with someone in casting because you have Bianca and JJ, and they are just this. They say all the right things, but there's also some shallowness in there that you find because they're both entrepreneurs. JJ talks about his time in LA, the fact that he's dated a Victoria's Secret supermodel, and it's like, so if you're that successful, you've got your own business, you've dated a Victoria's Secret's model, why are you on Married at First Sight? Why? You should be able to find your person out there. This is what I don't get. If you cannot find your person out there, don't come and then tell the experts that, oh, I want someone who's good looking, someone who's got a great body. No, just say whatever you think is appropriate for me. Let's go. That's all you should say. You shouldn't be having such high standards when you can't find your person out there. If you could find your person, then go and find the person that you're looking for. Go and find the supermodel. And you also have Bianca. Yes, they're both family orientated. They seem very close to their families and friends. But then she talks about the fact that, oh, she wants someone who's good looking. And it's like, oh my God, make it stop. It sounds like Bianca reminds me of Thomas. And I don't know whether should have been better paired off with Thomas because he comes across as more caring. But then at the same time, might have been too much for two damaged people to be sort of coupled up. So I don't know. We'll see how it plays out. But for the two couples that we've seen so far, I have zero hopes. Either one of them will make it. I think they're just there for publicity, all of them. And I don't see anyone who comes across as being genuinely looking for love and genuinely wanting to get married at this point. I have to say my opinion of Bianca is changing. Bianca comes across as very princessy type, and so I am worried for her in the sense that I'm worried that JJ might not be the right guy for her. She comes across as very caring, very loving, and she has very good morals. It seems in the sense that she's places her essence of marriage on her parents and what they represent in her life and how they've sort of their marriage has played a part in her idea of what a perfect marriage is. I like the fact that when she saw him, she said, "Oh, he's amazing. I really like him," and she ended at that. Whereas with JJ, he kept going on. I've got a type that I'm looking for. I have a type, my type, my type. Your type hasn't worked. This is why you've ended up a marriage at first sight. And so for him, at first sight, to say, "Oh, she's not my type," I had this idea of a woman that I had built for myself, and she's not it. And it's like, give her a chance. Give her a chance. You're not expected to fall in love at first sight. People fall in love at different paces, so that's not it. Just give her a chance to see if anything can actually come out of this marriage with the two of you. And if it does, amazing. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But if you don't, or if you're not careful, you're going to lose out on an amazing partner just because you have this idea of a Victoria's Secrets model which hasn't worked for you because she's cheated on you before. This might be the best person for you, so give her a chance. He's reminding me of Ross, and he's going to lose out on an amazing person the same way Ross, if she's not careful, she's going to lose out on Thomas. Next up is Erica and Jordan getting married. I was actually surprised at how Jordan sort of relaxed once, his granddad helped him get dressed and he was in the moment. He didn't say anything that could have come across as superficial or shallow, which was surprising. Obviously, Erica had already spoken about her once and what she's expecting from her partner and her ex and stuff. So it was just, oh my God, a train wreck. Anyway, when they got to the altar, I think Jordan is not bad looking. I think he's good looking. So I don't get where Erica's coming from. The fact that she didn't like his hair, she thought it looked like a ball cut, or there was this, that, and the other, and she would happily tweak him, and it's like, why? What if he were to say the same thing about you? Your friend said he looks amazing, so you should be happy. So why suddenly do you feel the need to modify him and change him to someone else you want him to be? Maybe this is the reason why you're single. I don't get that. And so when he said his vows, and I'm like, you're complaining about his vows being long. At least he put in the effort. Look at Arthur, who just went on the internet and downloaded his. Would you have preferred that? And for her to then look into the camera and say, "Oh, he goes on and on and on, and I've already tuned out," and it's like, are you aware that he's going to see this? And even if the two of you eventually work, how do you think he'll feel about your first impression of him? Make it make sense. I didn't like that. I didn't like their wedding. I thought, I was surprised with how well behaved Jordan was, but I didn't like the way Erica behaved at all. Not at all. I I personally find these two weddings annoying, and I really am sad that we already have marriages that are not working, and we're bringing more people into the experiment. I know this is how they sort of work out on Married at First Sight UK and Australia, but I don't think it's fair, especially for people like um Bianca, for her to be saddled with someone like JJ, who continues to say she's not his type. He's told his friends she's not his type. He's told his dad she's not his type. And it's like, your type hasn't worked for you, and you're not that good looking for you to be saying, you want a supermodel, or you've always dated supermodels, and that's your type, and that's what you go for. Well, they are not looking for you, so you need to settle with what the experts have given you, and that might actually work for you way better than what you were trying to go after in the real world, because maybe you were punching and this is why they were cheating on you and they were treating you badly. You could see that Bianca really likes him and she's trying to put in the effort. She told her parents that she was happy with JJ, but then you have JJ there talking to his friends and his dad, and it's just infuriating. And you also have uh Erica talking to her friends. She says, she's very upset that she can't get her edge in sideways because her husband keeps trying to overtalk her, and so she doesn't understand. She's got the ick, and it's like, these people have very high opinions of themselves, don't they? Have they actually seen themselves? Because I think Jordan is quite good looking. So the fact that her friends had to sort of talk her into liking him didn't make sense. Because what if they didn't like him? She should be able to have her own opinion. I think she's using this as a popularity contest in the sense that whatever her friends like is what she's going after, or whatever will give her the right attention from her friends is what she's going after. Because after speaking to her friends, suddenly she's going outside, she's having a conversation with Jordan, and she makes out with him. Obviously, at the altar, she refused to kiss him, and suddenly, after speaking to her friends and being told, "Oh, he's amazing," she's now happy to kiss him. She's now happy to sit there and sort of have a conversation with him. When they go back onto the dance floor, she's dancing, she's flirting with him, and it's like the math ain't mathing. Something isn't making any sense. Let us know exactly what it is, because looking at it from the outside, it doesn't make any sense to me why suddenly she's gone from "I really don't like him, he's giving me the ick, he's talking too much," to suddenly they're best buds. I don't get that. So I don't know. With both marriages, I am sort of anxious because I somehow get a feeling that I don't know. As long as Erica doesn't change her ways and go back to being a mean girl, she, I think, and Jordan have a chance to work. Whereas for Bianca, I am worried that this man and his big head, I'm sorry, will keep going on about his type, his type, his type, his type. He doesn't even have friends that look like his type. So I don't get why he's going on about his type. But anyway, I digress. I promised myself that I would not say negative things about these people because I don't know them. Anyway, thanks guys for watching. Please don't forget to like, share, comment and subscribe, and please click the end note and you'll watch my previous review. Thanks guys, see you next time. Bye everyone.